Okay, so let's just start off with some breathing. So just get comfortable, find a seat that works for you. Anything is fine. And just close your eyes if that works for you. And before you begin any sort of intentionality here, just give yourself a moment to feel your body in this moment. Feel the way that you're sitting. If you need to adjust, make yourself a little bit more comfortable in whatever seat that you're in, go ahead and do that. And just begin the process of breathing in through your nose and breathing out through your nose. And just notice these first few breaths as you arrive. This is just the process of arriving, letting go of whatever happened before you sat down, and also letting go of the things that you think may happen after you leave your practice today. Leaving speculation, leaving regret, all of those things, just coming here to this place. And sometimes I find it helpful when I am arriving to a practice just to give myself a few mantras, a few reminders. I am in my body. I'm on my mat. And I am here. And if that works for you, any of those, you can use them. Just simply taking this little time to breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose. And if you've come to your mat with any excess energy today, you're always welcome to extend your exhales out just a couple counts longer than those inhales. So maybe choosing to breathe in for a count of 4 and out for a count of 6 or even 8. But settling into a pattern of breathing that really allows you to be present in this moment here and now. Again, letting go of before and after practice, those thoughts. And continuing to affirm, I am in my body, I'm on my mat, I am here. And from this intentional breathing, perhaps another intention or an intention begins to form for your practice. Whatever that is, then begin to bring your palms together. Let thumbs rest right at heart center, Ujjayi Mudra. Take in a big full inhale and just hold the breath in. And then a long, slow exhale. Nice. When you're ready, just go ahead and ease the palms down onto the knees. Close your or open your eyes if you want to. And if you want to change out the way that you're sitting, go ahead and do that. We're going to stay seated for a few things here, but we'll just take the hands down on the knees and start to circle the torso around. So with everything that we do in practice, make it yours. If something that I offered just doesn't work for you, make it yours. Do what does work for you. So try to keep that breathing in and out of your nose as we go through practice. And you can make these circles as large or as small as you would like. And then let's reverse, move the circle in the opposite direction. And just do your best to enjoy your practice. That's the point, right? You just enjoy being here in this moment, in this body, as it is now. Nice. And then you'll start to slowly let those circles get smaller and smaller and smaller until you're just sitting nice and still, taking in a big inhale and a long, slow exhale. Good. And then you can blink your eyes open again. Inhale, reach and stretch the arms up. Let's exhale, bring the right hand to the left knee, left hand behind you. Just a little twist here. You don't have to go super far. Just kind of go where you can and let more of the attention be just on the breath, specifically the exhale. So every time that you exhale, just kind of draw it out. Let the exhale bring your body more and more into that relaxed state. You're always welcome to close your eyes here. Take a couple more breaths. Nice. And let's unwind. Bring the hands down on the knees. Take in a big inhale. And long, slow exhale. Good. Let's inhale, reach arms up. And we're going to exhale, bring the left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you. Take a nice twist. Really roll that right shoulder open. And same thing you did on the other side. So you're really letting yourself be with those exhales. Just really, really luxuriating in that space of the exhale, the dropping down. Either soften your eyes or just close them. Finding little places to let go. One more exhale. And slowly come back to center, hands down on the knees, big inhale. Long, slow exhale. Nice. And then we're going to stay seated one more little place, but we're going to back up a little bit, get the hips warmed up before we go to table. So go ahead, bring the hands beside your hips, flex your feet, and we'll just windshield wiper, knees side to side. Go as slowly as you want to go here, or you can add faster pace if you want to. And you'll notice that if you flex your feet, so pull the pinky toe edge side of your foot back towards the knee, then you're going to get a little bit more activation in those hips. So take a couple more breaths. Just going side to side, nice little warm up. Good. And then we are going to just come all the way to the yoga mat. So go ahead, come to your mat, patting up those knees if you need to. And once you come to your mat, just start to move your spine around so you can go to cat-cow. That's usually my go-to, but if you want to circle your hips around, you're also welcome to do that. Just get some fluid moving through your spine. Keep on breathing also. And just tempering your breath to what you need today. If you have that excess energy, which is typically does manifest in excess thoughts. Thoughts are just the form that the stress in your body takes when you quiet down, right? They kind of move into that space. So if you need to quiet some of that, then just really spend time in your exhale, just lingering out as long as you need to. And trying to have this attitude of inclusivity, no good thoughts, no bad thoughts, just thoughts. Okay, a couple more movements wherever you are, whatever you've chosen to do. And then we're going to find a nice neutral table, hands and knees. And then we're just going to reach and stretch the right leg back behind you, flex your right foot. So this will activate your core. You can just do this and nothing else if that is what you want to do today. If you want to, you can reach and stretch the left arm forward as well, bicep facing ear, thumb facing ceiling. Just check in with the right toes. Make sure that they're all kind of facing the same direction. The foot's not flaring out. The right hip point's facing down. The eyes are softly looking down at the earth, breathing in and out of your nose. One more inhale, reach. Exhale, hand and knee down. Take a little movement here. Again, you can cat-cow or you can hip circle. Either one is fine. Good. And find that nice neutral table. We'll move to reaching the left foot back, flexing through your left foot. Left hip point faces the earth. If you want to reach that right arm forward, you can also do that. Bicep facing ear, thumb facing ceiling, breathing in and out of your nose, and then looking gently down at the earth. Keep your neck nice and long. Remember, the right hand reaching is optional. You don't have to do it. Take one more inhale, reach. Exhale, hand and knee come down. And take some movement again, either cat-cow or you can hip circle, whatever works best for you. Good. We'll move back to table. Go ahead, bring the left hand to the floor and then reach and stretch that right arm up. Big stretch here. And then let's bring the right shoulder down onto the earth. And we're going to do thread the needle. So you can just stay here like this. If you want to add a bit of a twist to this, then what you're going to do is plant the right knee, plant that left palm for balance, and then you can curl the left toe under, press back through the left heel, and you can lean back a little bit into that right shoulder, but don't lean too much or you'll do a little flip turn. And you can always just leave that left knee down if you want to keep this a little bit more on that restorative side. Or if you have any aches and pains that just say, perhaps we'll do this another day, right? There's always another day. A couple more breaths, long, slow exhales. So if your left knee is off the floor, slowly return it down. You're going to plant left palm into the floor. Do a big counter stretch, right arm reaching up. And then bring the right hand down. Again, move through some cat-cow here. Breathing in and out of your nose. Awesome. And then you're going to go ahead and plant that right palm on the earth. Reach and stretch the left arm up. And then same thing, you'll find the thread the needle here. You might choose to just stay down on the earth on this side. Okay. You can also, if you want to, curl that right toe under, press back through the right heel. Bringing a twisting element into this and also kind of stretching out the back of the left shoulder if you want to. Slow, deep breaths. Just a couple more. Notice if you're gripping anywhere, hanging on too tight, just let it go. Nice. Good. Let's bring the right knee down. If it's up, plant the right palm down, reach the left arm up, come back and move the spine a little bit here again. All that blood flowing. And then pause. Let's just make our way all the way down to the belly. Have your thumbs in line with your chest, tops the feet to the floor. We're going to do 3 little cobras. So you can just stay super low to the ground if that works better for you. But spread your palms nice and wide on the earth, thumbs in line with the chest, tops of feet to the floor. You can even tone the legs a little bit here, lifting kneecaps up off the floor. Inhale, lift. You can go baby cobra. You can go all the way. Exhale, lower down. Touch your forehead down at the very bottom of the exhale. 2 more. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lowering again. Remember, you can stay as low to the ground as you want to. Try to keep your neck nice and long. Last one. Inhale, lift. This time, let's exhale back into a child's pose. So knees wide, big toes touching, or belly on the thighs. If you want to grab a blanket or pillow to go between the calf muscles and the thighs, if that works better for your body getting into child's pose, do that. If you need to take a little prop underneath your forehead, you can also do that. Just really find what works best for you, keeping that body as relaxed as possible, the breath as even as possible, or letting those exhales linger out if you need to. Take one more full deep breath. Really feel this place, this body, this spot where you are now. And then let's make our way up to a table pose again. And you can move through some cat-cow, you can hip circle, whatever works for you, just letting there be some integration here. And then you have the option to just simply stay down in your table, moving through cat-cow, or if you want to go up and back into a down dog at this time, you can do that. So go ahead and decide what you want to do here. Down dog or table. If you're in table, you can keep doing the cat-cow or circle your hips.
If you're in the down dog, same. You can also bend your knees, or you can find more of a stillness point and just deepen that breath. Wherever you are, feel the points of contact touching the earth, the palms touching your mat. Just figure out a point that's touching the earth that allows you to connect with the present moment just by noticing what's below you, the temperature of the ground, all of those things. So from where you are, table or down dog, whichever one is fine. We're going to find our way to forward fold at front side of mat. So step your way up there, or if you're in table, you'll just stand up and bend back over. Once you find your forward fold, make sure that you're not feeling a lot of pulling in your low back. So if you need to widen your feet even wider, bend your knees, anything you need to do, keep the back of your neck nice and long. And just breathe in and out of your nose as best as you can. Good. And then let's inhale, lengthen your torso. And then exhale, fold. And we're going to come to stand. So press into your feet. Let's inhale. Stand up, reach up, stretch up. And then exhale, thumbs down to your heart. Close your eyes, standing into your feet and just breathing here and now, in and out of your nose. Good. Nice. And then we're going to bring our hands to our hips or waist and press into your right foot. Step your left foot back into a lunge. So feet are hip width here. Now you have the option to lower left knee down if that's going to work better for you today. So either stay with left knee off the floor, left heel disappearing right behind the toes, or lower left knee, hands up on those hips to just get everything nice and even. Couple of breaths here. You can keep your hands on your hips, or if you want to reach and stretch those arms up, go for it. Whatever works best for you here. Just take a few breaths, pull that outer right hip back, and then notice the right toes. Try not to let them grip the floor. Good. Couple more breaths. Good. And then we're going to slowly exhale, bring the hands to frame that left or the right foot. And we're going to straighten the right leg, step the left foot in, left heel comes all the way down. So you can also just come to baby Hanuman. If your left knee is on the floor, just straighten the right leg and coming to your right heel. But if you're standing, just get the left heel down. You'll have to step the left foot in a couple footprints. So pyramid pose. Check in with the right leg. Don't let it lock out. It's straight, but not locked out. You can easily bend it and straighten it. Check in with your palms. Try not to let them grip the earth and let your neck stay nice and long. Just a lot going on here. So make sure you're still breathing. Do what you need to do to stay present. So anything that you feel gripping, hands, shoulders, face, jaw, just adjust. Couple more breaths. Okay. So we're going to move back into that forward fold at the front side of your mat. So a lot of you are just going to press into the right foot, step the left foot up to meet it. A couple of you may have to stand up and bend back over. Find what works for you. Wide, or just not really a wide-legged forward fold, but just a forward fold front side of your mat. You can sway a little bit here. Keep the back of that neck nice and long. Nice deep breaths. Good. And then when you're ready, let's inhale, lengthen torso. And exhale, fold. We'll come back to stand again. So press into your feet. Inhale, reaching up. And then exhale, thumbs to heart, standing firmly into feet, coming back into that strong mountain pose. And just breathing. And then bringing hands to hips or waist, we're going to press into the left foot and step that right foot back to the lunge. Again, if you want to pop the right knee down to the earth, if you did that on the first side, do that again here, or otherwise your right heel will disappear behind those toes. Core is not overly engaged, but there's some engagement there to support the low back. Left outer hip pulls back. Hands can stay there on the hips, or you're welcome to reach and stretch those arms up. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, breath is flowing in and out of the nose. Soft, slow, easy, steady breath. Embodying this space, being in this body here and now. Checking in with the left foot, making sure those toes aren't gripping the floor. One more nice deep exhale. Sit down a little deeper. Good. And let's slowly bring those hands to frame the left foot. And then we're going to step the right foot in 1 or 2 footprints. Right heel comes all the way down. Or if you did baby Hanuman on the first side, do that here. Fold over the left leg. Neck stays nice and long. Try not to grip the floor. If you need props there at home, bring the props to lift the earth up so you're not hunching over to touch down. Full breath in and out of the nose. Just doing your best to be right here where you are. Awesome. Okay, take one more breath. And now we're going to step the right foot forward to meet the left and just relax over the legs. Keep the neck nice and long. Breath nice and full. Just soften here. Good. And then we're going to all inhale, lengthen the torso. Exhale, fold. We're going to step back to either a plank or you're just going to drop those knees straight down. Take a knee down plank. Either one is fine. Keep your neck long and then lower to your belly. Nice and slowly. Thumbs in line with chest, tops of feet to floor. We'll do just one cobra here. So inhale to your cobra. And let's exhale back into that child's pose. Either knees wide, big toes touching, or belly on the thighs. Find the child's pose that works best for your body today as it is. And then once you get back into child's pose, using any supports or props that you need to make it work for you today. Notice something like the warmth of the earth below you, the texture of the mat as your palms touch them, the tops of the feet touch them. All of these little clues and tips to just bring us here into this moment. Slowing the breath down. Nice. When you're ready, let's come all the way up into table pose. And we'll move a little bit through the cat-cow here if that works for you, or you can hip circle. Just take some integrative movement at this time. Good. And then we're going to either stay here in table or we're going to go back up into a down dog. So yogi's choice. You're just feeling nice and stable there on the earth. Stay there. If you want to move it to down dog, do that. Take a few breaths in whatever shape you've chosen today. Perfect. Long, slow exhales if you need them.
And then we're going to make our way to a forward fold, front side of the mat. So whatever you need to do to get to that forward fold, go ahead and do that. Again, back of the neck is nice and long. Bend those knees if you need to. Mouth nice and full. Nice. And then when you're ready, let's inhale, lengthen the torso. Exhale, fold. Press into your feet. Let's inhale to stand. Exhale, thumbs to your heart. Standing firmly into your feet, back into that mountain pose once more. Good. And then we're going to take a turn here and take a big wide step out. We'll do a couple of warrior poses. Okay. So once you get your feet nice and wide, go ahead and turn your right foot to the right. Slightly pigeon toe in the left foot. Big inhale, arms are going to sweep out, and then exhale, come down to your warrior two. So go to where works for you today. You don't have to go super deep or super far into it. Try to have the right knee kind of spreading out over toes 2 and 3. Outer edge of that left foot pressing down, and then try not to let your toes grip the floor. I know it's a lot. Soften your eyes right out over that right middle finger. We're only going to do one just straight up regular warrior. So just hang with it. Breathe with it. Relax into it as much as you can. Nice. Let's bring hands to hips or waist. Straighten right leg. Turn those toes. And then turn your left toes to the left. Heel to arch or heel to heel. Right foot slightly pigeon-toed in. Big inhale. Arms are going to sweep out. Exhale. Warrior two. Come on down. Bending into the left knee right out over toes 2 and 3. Shoulders up out of the ears, eyes looking softly out over left middle finger. And breathing in and out of your nose. Awesome. One more nice long exhale, sit down. Good, hands to hips or waist, straighten left leg, turn the toes. Let's just heel toe in like one little place here. And then take some big hip circles. Really get all that blood flowing around in those hips. Reconnect with your breath and circle the other way. Good. And make your way back to center. We're going to turn the right foot out, left foot slightly pigeon-toed in. You can take a wider stance if you want to. I like to keep mine a little more narrow for triangle. So inhale, arms sweep out. And then exhale, bring the right hand down for triangle. Now you can have the right hand way up high. You can bring it on your shin, ankle, wherever you can get it. The object is really just to get that left hip nice and open. You can reach and stretch the left arm up. You can turn the head in a way that is not straining your body. So if looking up causes strain, don't worry about it. Full breaths in and out of your nose. Open up. Awesome. And make sure your right knee doesn't lock. You can bend it and straighten it. Good. And you're going to hug the earth with those feet as you inhale up. Hands to hips or waist. Let's turn those right toes. Let's circle between sides just because why not? Reconnect with your breath. I always find I hold my breath a little bit with those longer holds. I think it's just something the body does. And then reverse, moving the hips in the opposite direction. Good. And let's come to center. go ahead and turn the left foot to the left, right foot slightly pigeon-toed in, little bend and straighten of the left knee. Inhale, arms are going to sweep out, and then we're going to go to triangle left side. So go ahead and find triangle on your left side. It's okay if it looks totally different than the right side. Just again, finding your shape, making sure you can bend and straighten that left knee, and the right hip is open, open, open. That's the big thing here, is that we're opening up that right hip, able to breathe freely. In and out of the nose. Nice. Good. And then you're gonna hug the earth again with those feet. Make sure your toes are not gripping the floor. Inhale, up. Hands to hips or waist. Let's turn those left toes. And then align your feet. You may have to, mine moved a little bit. Let's circle our hips around a little bit. All that blood flow. And then circle the other way. Come back to center. We'll do a wide-legged forward fold. So you can take your feet wider or bring them closer together, whichever works best for you. Hands to hips or waist. Inhale, chest and heart lifts. Exhale, slowly folding forward. Now with your wide-legged forward fold, bend your knees if you need to, absolutely. And do whatever works for you, but you want to try to get the back of your neck nice and long if you can. So everything that I try to teach is to help you get into your parasympathetic nervous system. Anytime that we're like arching the neck, we're activating that sympathetic response. If you think about it, it's like, oh, I have to be on alert. I have to look, I have to find something. So just tell yourself it's okay, nothing to look for, nothing to find at this moment. We can relax the back of the neck. We can breathe deeply in and out of the nose. We are just here practicing. And some days it's way easier than others. So just be with whatever kind of a day that you're having today. As many times as you need to whisper to your body, it's okay, we're here. We're just doing yoga. We're breathing. Just doing that. Couple more exhales. See if you can just find any other little places to let go. The shoulders, the hands, anywhere at all. Good. Bring your hands to your hips or your waist. Let's take an inhale to stand. Exhale at the top. And then we're going to heel toe. Closer, closer, closer. We're going to do Malasana. So heels in and toes out. You can roll a blanket up, put it underneath your heels if you want to. Let's just come all the way down to squat. Try to press those knees back, back, back. Yes. Good. Torso nice and long. Just finding a little extra space to breathe, a little extra space to be today. Nice. And then we're going to just slowly bring the hands behind us to sit down. And then we're going to go back to what we did in the very beginning of practice, which is that windshield wiping. So hands behind you, flex your feet, knees coming down. You might notice the difference between this time and the last time that you did this. If you don't notice any difference at all, that is also fine. It's fine. It's just little things that we can do to keep being present. Sometimes we notice differences. Sometimes we're like, I have no idea. Both of those are correct. Good. And let's come to center. Let's stretch out the right leg. Bring your left foot in. We're going to do a fold over the right leg. So listen to your low back. You may just bring those hands beside you and flex the right foot strongly and just slowly kind of work forward. That's option one. Option two is to bring the hands further forward, always keeping the right foot flexed. Option three, if you can grab the foot, you're welcome to. Or if you have like a strap or belt or neckties are also very helpful to use as a strap. Just fold and breathe. Wherever you are, even if you're just sitting straight up, relax into that. Keep pulling the right pinky toe edge side of that right foot back towards the hip. Just fold a little deeper. Good. And then we're going to come all the way up to sit on your inhale. Exhale at the top. Good. And then we're going to stretch the left leg out and bring the right foot in. Take a little turn here. Same thing we did on the first side. So flexing the left foot, hands come beside you. You can just keep sitting up nice and tall and kind of tilt the belly button over the leg. You can work your way down, and you can also fold the way we did on the first side. We'll spend a few breaths here. So again, allow yourself to truly be in that exhale, just lingering there in that pause. Allowing your body to rest, to receive. A couple more breaths. Good. Let's release the foot. Inhale to come all the way up to sit. Exhale at the top. And then we're going to reach that right leg out. So this is good. If you're like here, you're like, oh, this is a lot. You can also sit up on pillows or blankets. You can. Option one, kind of lean back here. Flex your feet. So really pull those toes back towards the face. Option two, you can stay a little more upright, flexing the feet. And then option three, coming forward. You may stay up high on those hands and just kind of tilt belly button over the floor, or you may work your way down to your forearms. You can also use props underneath the hands or forearms if you're doing that forward tilt, but try to keep your back nice and safe and flex those feet. Really pull the toes back towards the hips, dorsiflex, activate muscles of the legs so you don't overstretch. Good, a couple more breaths. Nice. Let's come all the way up nice and slowly. Bring those legs out in front of you and just bend those knees, kind of bounce them on the floor. Then we're going to come to lay on our back. So come onto your mat. Let's rest back. And before we take bridge, we're going to take a few little bridge kriyas. This is super good for your low back and also very helpful in helping you to locate the deepest, lowest part of the belly, the diaphragm, so that you can really get those full diaphragmatic breaths in. So have your feet hip width, the heels underneath those knees, the knees hip width. The hands are going to start beside your hips, palms facing down, and then you're going to inhale, lift those hips up all the way on your inhale. And then with your exhale, lower the spine nice and slowly. You can go as slowly as you want or go faster if you want, but the inhales, lift the hips up to their highest point, and the exhales, lower the hips down nice and slowly. As you do this, feel the breath. Big inhale as you lift all the expansion coming down between those hip bones. And then the exhale, slowly just letting everything come out, trying to rest your hips at the bottom of the exhale. If you want to add in arms, you can inhale, reach the arms up back behind you, back to the palms, touch the earth as you get to the highest point.
And then as you exhale, the hands come down, nice and slowly touching the earth as your hips do. We'll do about 5 more of these. So go at your pace, using your breath. And then hands are optional. If you find that you can't breathe as deeply using the hands, then just don't do them. But some people find if they add those arms in, it helps them to get that deeper diaphragmatic breath, just to locate what that feels like. Let's do about 2 more. Inhaling, exhaling, take your time. And then last one, inhale. And then slowly lower down, exhale, nice. Let's find Supta Baddha Konasana. So bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees open up and rest. Nice neutral spot for your spine. See if you can breathe down into the belly again. Maybe experience the breath in a new way after doing that little bit of activation work. And know that it's fine if you don't experience anything different. It is fine. Just giving yourself permission to be here in this place. And no pressure to achieve anything or have any sort of experience at all. And then we're going to bring the feet back to the floor, touch the feet down, and hug those knees into the chest. Nice and tightly. You can move around here, or you can just be totally still, whatever works best for you. Just doing that. Good. And then we're going to bring the feet back to touch the earth. We'll take the right outer ankle to left knee, flex through the right foot, figure 4. Option 1, stay here. Just let the left foot connect with the earth, flex your right foot. You can gently massage out the right thigh. Option 2, hugging left thigh in towards the body, keeping the right foot nice and flexed. Option 3, left heel stretches up towards the ceiling. Any of these options you take, do a quick little check-in with your neck and shoulders and your jaw and the hands and all the things. Is that stress and tension creeping into those areas, and what can you let go of? Where can you relax your body and still experience this outer hip stretch on the right side? If that means taking the left foot down, do it. Just a couple more breaths wherever you are. Nice. Let's bend the left knee, bring left foot down if it's not already there, and then right foot down. And then walk our feet forward 1 footprint, and then take the feet as wide as the mat, arms to teeter cactus, palms facing open. Let's windshield wipe our knees side to side before we do the other side. So just unwinding the low back. Nice. And we'll come back to center and do the other side. So outer edge of that left ankle to the right knee, flex the left foot. And then again, you can massage that left thigh. You can hug that right thigh in. You can extend the right heel up if you want to. So more than likely, you just probably want to repeat what you did on the first side. It's going to work best most of the time. Keeping the left foot flexing no matter where you are, checking in with the face, the jaw, the neck, especially. That neck is a big nervous system activator. If you think about it, we're like, oh, I gotta, be on alert. Your body just trying to protect you. So you can thank your body anytime the neck is arching or you're clenching somewhere. Instead of being like, oh, I'm screwing up, be like, wow, my body is really trying to take care of me. Thank you, body. I love you and I appreciate you. if that works, if it doesn't feel too woo-woo. All right, if your right foot's not already on the floor, let's go ahead. Set the right foot down, left foot down. We'll go back to walking feet, one footprint in front of knees, and as wide as your mat, arms into your cactus, palms facing open, flexing feet, windshield wiper. Unwinding the low back. Nice little activation again for those hips. And then this time we're going to keep it into a twist. So next time knees are to the left, just let them stay there. You can do a different twist altogether if you'd rather. You can look towards the right. Just try to keep your chin off of that shoulder. Knife edge of left foot can always go on the right knee if that doesn't cause you any issues with your right knee, but just get real heavy here, especially on the right shoulder, right palm open. You really start to linger in those exhales, really start to work towards, well, we don't want to work towards surrender, right? That's kind of moving towards surrender. Okay, a couple more breaths. Nice. Let's bring the head all the way to center. And we'll windshield wiper. Okay, and when you're ready, knees to the right and looking left. Whatever twist you did on the first side, doing that here, whatever modifications you took or didn't take, honoring this second side. Letting your body move into that exhalation space, into that space of rest, of digest, of the surrender, the letting go. Seeing if once more you can find that deep diaphragmatic breath here in this twist. Just really giving your body permission to be in this healing space. And again, the mind, the ego does try to sometimes protect us to the point where we can't move into healing. But sometimes all it takes is just this really gentle and kind encouragement. Now when you're ready, the head comes to center. Feet return to the floor. Take any other little movements that you feel would support you at this time. Perhaps you're ready to just stretch on out to Shavasana. If you want to give your knees one more little hug in or anything else, go ahead and do that. I'm laughing because my knees keep hitting this tree. Christmas tree yoga. All right. And then finding Shavasana. So anything that works, you can always lay up in a supported place, chair, couch, or bed. Bring pillows underneath your knees, anything. And then just letting your body come to a place to rest. We'll breathe in and out of the nose intentionally here for the next couple of minutes. You can, if you want to, take one palm on your belly, one palm on the rib cage, and then we'll just really try to access that diaphragmatic breathing once more. Letting the whole torso just relax, no pressure, no achieving. Just letting your face soften, the eyes soften, and really being with the breath, feeling it as it comes all the way down into the belly and expands out into the belly on the inhale. And then just fall softly, slowly on your exhale. Inhaling, expanding, and exhaling, just lowering. Imagine your breath, you're just kind of riding that energy, that wave, inhaling, expanding, exhaling, lowering. And again, you can always linger on in those exhales, letting them just drift out. And if it helps, as you breathe, as you find this diaphragmatic breathing, a few little mantras or sayings that help me. I have everything that I need in this moment. All of the happiness that I am seeking is already here within me. I have everything that I need in order to heal. There's nothing that I need to cling to or hold on to in order to heal. A few more breaths using any or all of those mantras if they resonate. Of course, discarding what does not. Mine lately has been all the happiness that I am seeking is already here within me. And then if you'd like to, you can start to move the hands to a more relaxed place or keep them on the belly and rib if that works for you, ribs. Letting that breath just slip off and drift into a more natural rhythm, trying less and less to control each breath and more to go into the body and start down at the feet, letting the feet just be heavy, relaxed, held by the earth. That warm, supportive, healing earth below you now, feeling the calf muscle and both of the legs just relax, shin bones, nice and heavy, supported by that earth below you. The knees releasing any kind of energy. The upper thigh bones nice and heavily falling into the earth. The pelvis supported and held. The low back just releasing itself into the earth, into this supportive place. The mid back, letting everything in your mid back just let go. The belly receiving all the oxygen, all that healing energy, and also releasing all that healing energy. The ribs gently expanding and also collapsing. The upper back connected again with that warm, supportive earth below you. Palms resting, feeling that warmth entering your palms, spreading up into the wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arm bones resting. The collarbone beautifully lifting with each inhale, naturally falling to accommodate that exhale. Your body just working here as a symphony to release and receive simultaneously. The breath flowing freely through the whole body, down into the toes, all the way up into the top of the head. Back of the head resting, eyes nice and soft. Forehead broadening, releasing any tension there. The jaw separating, the tongue nice heavy in the mouth. Really just allowing yourself to relax from the top of your head down to the toes. I'm in my body. I am breathing. I am here. I have everything that I need. ready, taking in a big inhale, holding that breath in, feeling the fullness through the whole body. Opening up the mouth, big exhale. And beginning to find just a few small movements here, wiggling fingers, toes, stretching the arms, legs. You can stay here on the floor, on the earth, wherever you are, wherever you've chosen to be, as long as you would like, long after this is over, if you need to. Or if you'd like to, you can at this time come to your side and just rest there for a moment. Deepening the breath, deepening your sensory awareness. Moving, if you'd like to, at this time, into a comfortable seat, similar to the one in which we began, or again, choosing to just stay there, resting on the earth. Wherever you are, bringing palms together, thumbs resting right at heart center. Taking in a big full inhale. Releasing breath, exhale. Enjoy Bhagwan. Namaste. Thank you guys for practicing today. It's lovely to have each and every one of you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you so very much.